Andre, you're so early. Okay. Webcam. That's not webcam. That's webcam. Okay. There it is. On your Discord. There it is. What's up? What's up? I gotta rebuild the library real quick. What is that? An infinite import loop has been detected. You can't see that, huh? I'll fix this. Oh, shoot. I'm fixing this window. What if I center to screen? What if I make it... Oh my god. I've been changing the wrong window this entire time. Oh god, I hate my life. Oh no, did I mess that one up? I totally did. Oh no. Okay, I fixed it. Oh, this one. This one. This one. Transform. Fit to screen. No? Yeah, you're this one. We're gonna fix this by doing this. How do I reset the margins? Dude, that's the problem, you know? I cut off a bunch of stuff. That's good, right? I think I did it. Alright. It's pretty good music. Alright, where's Victor? Victor! Victor? Victor Bellic? I want Victor to get in here because we added a catbot, or he's working on the catbot art, and I want to look at it. Alright, release notes, escape.
What?
Victor, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How do these things change? It should have changed. It's no problem though.
The sound is quite low again.
What'd you say?
The sound in the stream is quite low.
Which sound? My sound or the music sound? Like my voice volume or the sound of the music?
I can't hear any music. I can't hear your voice.
Are you sure that well, so you just mean the music then?
No, I can't hear any music. I can only hear your
Yeah. So hence the music is too low.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But also,
Because there's two components to the
what I
audio.
can
What I'm
hear
asking, no, I mean,
is-
here's the thing. Right, but there's two audio feeds that I can adjust.
Yeah.
So I gotta know which one is it? Is it the desktop audio or is it my mic volume? Can you say it's too quiet? You say it's too quiet again.
Yeah.
It's because I have it in my
Even when there was
headphones.
music, so-
It's because I have the music in my headphones. Victor, say something.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, that should be fine. Da-da-da-da. Importing. Blah, blah, blah. Starting debris node variant has the same name as something else. What is it, though? Starting debris node water. Okay, that doesn't matter. Because those aren't used yet. Yo, want me to look at the Capbot art? I haven't seen it yet. You want me to look at it?
Yeah, sure.
What is it called? Added Catbot and placeholder animations. Is it like good enough that like you want people to look at it, or is it like not good?
That's fine.
That wasn't an answer.
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay looking,
Okay.
but it will probably change a lot.
That's what it says under like your third grade photos. He's okay looking. That's what your grandma said to you. Like, he's okay looking. Catbot. Model. It's got animations too. There's some drag into the scene and press play. Catnap. I'm gonna forget to rename. I'm gonna be like, what's catnap? I'm gonna forget what that was. Do. Da, 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 da. Catbot time. Where is this catbot, dude? Scene. 2D. Oh, there he is. Look at the little catbot. Look at the little rapskull. Oh, this is kind of interesting. The thing is, it doesn't look like a cat. The cat, I mean.
No.
Isn't supposed to somehow?
I
Maybe.
mean,
I guess it doesn't
a
have
little
to.
bit. It has like the sort of ears.
Well, you know what? Maybe I kind of like it like this, though. I mean, I like it like this more, to be honest with you. It's more like neutral and kind of creepy, too.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy, man. It's like a snake creature or something. Maybe that's just me, though. I kind of like the creepiness, though. Because I could add something fun to it.
I thought it was more interesting to have like one eye than, you know, two eyes.
Yeah, it makes it more robotic.
Yeah.
It's interesting that no one considers what are those creatures with a big eye with one eye, like those monsters with one eyes. Like no one considers them to be like robot-ish. So it's like one eye on its own. What's that?
Black Ops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like one eye on its own isn't enough, but it's like somehow with robots that it's like maybe it's like just one more thing, you know, that makes it off, you know. Like if a cyborg had
It's more
robotic
like
skin.
More of a circle than an eye.
Yeah. Oh
Or
yeah,
like a
maybe.
ring.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's not an eye shape at all. It's actually just like right. It's just a circle.
Yeah.
Parameters. Is dead. Like, which ones are implemented? Attack. Oh, that's actually pretty cool attack. That actually works. That's nice. That's very effective too. It's very smart. You know? Because they can just use that anywhere, you know?
Oh, yeah. That was just the existing animation because I copied the malfunctioning robot, which had that attack animation.
That's a good attack animation.
Yeah.
By the way, it's not necessary that Catbot can be equipped with gear.
Yeah.
Although it would be nice if it could be. But not necessary. Because it could be fun if it's not. Because it could add an interesting element where, you know, the Catbot's always naked. Where in the sense that they'll never get gear. So he'll never get like a staff or something to become stronger. So, but he's kind of persistent and kind of nice like that. I could actually implement the Catbot probably right now. I mean, something. This is a copy paste of Colin sent it to. In the sleeve. Oh, something like that. Then remove a bunch of stuff. I don't want to do it though. I'm probably going to mess it up. Like right now if I do it on stream. Stagger. That's pretty good too, actually. Dude, we should add like a martial arts skill to the game. That'd be kind of fun. Like a hand-to-hand combat. So like how well they do if they have no weapons like, at all.
Why is the sorting order all messed up? That's weird.
On your robot?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to look like this?
No, like the effects are supposed to be at a higher level than the rest.
This says 6. 5 is a sorting group.
Mm.
A 5? It is. 5. This currently says... oh, this is obsolete. 6. And this is 5, right? If I change this to anything, which I can't because of the animator, it should...
Super weird. Why doesn't it render on top?
Could it be an animator bug?
Mhm.
Possibly. Unless something's
But
changed
also
in the
the
sorting
shadow-
order.
Also, the shadow should be rendering, you know, below everything.
Is this lightning bolt in 2 parts? Because it's rendering behind.
No.
So it's running behind. Is it the light? Is it the attack animation that does it? Maybe attack animation changes something with the sorting order. Is there a chance it does
yeah,
that?
And then it doesn't revert it. Let's see. Yeah, that must be it.
That is. It changes it to 4.
Yeah.
And then some probably because of a Unity bug, it just doesn't revert it back for some reason. You know, an animator bug.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go.
Oh.
Or maybe you start
probably
doing it.
something with right defaults and stuff like that.
Maybe. I hate rights defaults. Although it's nice. It's like it's weird, isn't it? It's almost like it's too broad of a brush, rights defaults, because what right defaults does, to anyone who doesn't know, is it's I'm gonna mute Victor. Is it's when you're doing animations, you can edit all sorts of properties, and wouldn't it be nice if you could revert them back to however they started, you know, when you're done. And so they like to do that, but it's such a broad brush. You never want to just accept everything. Maybe I should keep you unmuted just so that you understand. I don't know. It's a weird thing, you know. I don't know what to do, you know. What the best thing is for the continuity of the stream. Because if I keep you unmuted, Victor, then you can kind of you can in real time respond to what I'm saying, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But anyway, rights defaults I think is silly. Not silly again. It's useful, but it's hard to use effectively, I think. It's also a pain in the butt. It's literally never not been a pain in my butt. I've never once been like, oh, thank God, rights defaults on. I've always been trying to like edit something, like debug something, and I'm like, why can't I change this? And it's always, oh, is right defaults on? Of course it is. Disable the animator. Stellar. Let's go! Well, pause. I've heard that Starmancer is a video game. I haven't seen any evidence yet. Okay, debris. What am I looking for, Victor? You made some debris or something. I didn't tell you, but debris. Debris. Is any of the debris cool? It's me, Onion Turtle. What's up? What's up?
Not that cool.
Not cool enough to show?
Basically, it's asteroids and the broken floor.
So, like, what about Crystal Node?
They would look kind of cool, like, in context, but they don't look that cool. Like
Debris Crystal. But where's the model? Am I dumb or something? Or just not do the model yet?
It's because it's using, taking, like, the base model and it's adding, like, a random sprite. Just like the regular resource nodes. There's no model.
I see. Alright, we're doing this. We're getting out of catnap scene. We're going to splash scene. There's this starting. I forgot to turn on the starting soon screen. Also, Victor, if you could you make me a starting soon? Because all I have right now is, it's pretty good. I'm putting it on right now. It's pretty good. You know, but I feel like we could do better.
Make one?
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I totally lost it. I totally lost it, man. I'm so sorry. Do you know where it is? Hang on, let me find it real quick. Wait, what's this one? Oh, that's this one. What about OBS scenes.zip?
Maybe.
The music is the best, to be honest. This is literally like my favorite part of my week is just like listening to this music and then you guys kind of. It's like I get to be a DJ. That's kind of in my mind. I'm like a little DJ, and that's what's fun for me. I like to listen. I like to play cool music that I like. Okay, but also I can only play royalty-free music. That's really sad. I wish I could play music that I actually like. You know, but then YouTube or something would flag it automatically. Not that we make money off of this, but maybe they could ban our channel or something. That's interesting. I don't know how the bots work.
I'm the bot.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That's so funny. That's so funny. You're talking about the Discord bot. Yeah, that's Victor. That's Victor. Victor just does it manually. Yeah. Victor, that's the funniest thing you can ever say. I am the bot. Okay, I'm... If you do everyone, it'll bring in everybody. Yeah. OBS scenes. Twitch. Activity. Oh. Oh, I'm so dumb. They've been here the whole time? There's so many in here, Victor. Brainstorm. Oh, I see what these are. Oh, okay. Now I understand why I didn't use this before, probably. Well, this one I forgot about the please stand by. Okay. This is nice though. This is very nice. What if I give them the exact same name? Starting soon better is what I'm gonna name mine. I'm gonna name yours starting soon. This is exciting because then maybe we can see it. See? That's very, very fun. And I can probably go transform. This isn't going to be something. Transform. Fit to screen. That's pretty cool. Okay. Much better. There you go. Alright. Alright. Alright, 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 alright. See, Victor, this is why we got to talk more. I feel like there's already one. Dum dum. Oh my god, my bad. Alright. Oh, disable dungeons.
Be right back screen as well.
What does it look like again? Oh, yeah. So, yeah. That's a good one. Worth his weight in gold. That's what everyone says about Victor. I gotta maximize this, I see. I'm gonna try to set it up cool like it was last week. I just don't really remember how I did that. Wait, yeah, I do. I did it like this. Now no one can. Now, Mom, no one can say it's on a video game. Alright. Alright, roadmap. Doesn't do anything. Anyway. Jack Hart, clean. Actually, we're going Jack Skellington. No, we're not. We're going to go Trio Purple. Scrappy. Victor, what should my theme be this game? Yeah, what should my theme be? This music's so loud. Hang on. What should my theme be?
Swedish meatballs.
No, what does that mean? How does that affect my playstyle?
Okay, IKEA.
Okay, so I want to be a carpenter or something?
You just paint everything in
blue
and yellow.
Okay. Blue. Let's do this.
Oh, and you need to design your station with like flow in mind, where everyone sort of like walks around, you know, a path. Just like an IKEA store.
Hmm. Which one looks like the most menacing? IKEA. Actually, the heart could be kind of fun. Let's go. See, these yellows don't look too dominant. So I gotta do this blue, this yellow. Let me see IKEA. It doesn't matter that much. Okay. Oh, that one looks so good, dude. Jack Round looks really good. You ever use Jack Round, dude? Check out that Jack Round. Victor knows what I'm talking about, dude. Oh, this is like an ice, dude. This looks like an ice Jack now. This looks even cooler. What do you give it like this one? That looks pretty cool. But you said IKEA, so this guy's gotta look like something from IKEA. Starting it. Name doesn't matter. It could break your heart. Real talk, dude, I'm just wearing shorts underneath this torso region. It's bare leg, dude. I'm like professional from like just the top half. And underneath the shirt, I'm wearing like an exercise shirt. You just wear on this, you put on this top, and it's like it erases any fashion mistakes. It's awesome.
It's a bit too showy here for wearing shorts now.
Okay, what am I looking for here? Carla Patton. By the way, here's an idea we're brainstorming and probably going to keep, is that all colonists now cost 100, and they have 2 perks. And so they all cost the same, and then because that better reflects, and the perks really don't matter that much. And also, we gave the bad perks some boost. So, for example, Slow Learner, they reduce all skill experience by 5%, but they get an extra inventory slot, so it's not so bad, you know? There's worse things. Refuses carry bio waste. That's all right. He's a good engineer. Remember Curiosity? Very good, by the way. Pacifist, though, kind of sucks because they won't fight. I'm passing him because he won't fight. There's no pacifist in my base. He's all right. What am I looking for? Remember Curiosity again. Charismatic. Hates stuff that doesn't really matter. Loves cleaning blood. That's all right. He's pretty good. Morbid Curiosity is good because there's a lot of dead bodies all the time. By the way, Victor, you saying Victor, do you really spell your name Victor or Victor? And you saying yeah, is that a joke or is that unintentional? Because you do that to me all the time.
Yep, it's because I only read like, the first part.
Right, and then you respond immediately.
Answer, and then it's like, because the or is like unnecessary. Because if I just answer like the first thing.
First of all, on the autism spectrum, mister. Okay? It is not irrelevant. You can't just respond whenever you want. And it's okay, I can say that. Because I'm one of you too.
Yeah, but it's like if I'm asking you, Tyler,
yeah.
Are you happy? Or are you sad?
Yeah, but
like, you can just answer like...
This is what I meant. I imagine...
I could have just asked you like, are you happy?
And I imagine Victor being alive during like the Viking era, writing a letter to his love back home or whatever, you know? Or rather, she writes a letter to him, and he just writes back, I'm fine. And that's it. Because her first question is, how are you? That's really interesting, Stellar. It'd be cool if Morbid Curiosity negates Saw a Monster debuff if it doesn't already. Which one did you just say? Morbid Curiosity? Oh my god, you know what'd be fun? Let's just do it real quick. That's kind of fun, right? So here's what we'll do. This Unity thing is going to have to go the opposite direction of where it was before, which is this way. That is a good idea. Let's do that for real. You said Morbid Curiosity? Very, very easy to do this. We're going to go here, 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 here. Pack. Well, it's a little bit harder than you think it is. Only because I think there's just one generic memory of Saw Monster. But here's what we'll do. It's no problemo. Easy peasy. This is morale override thing. So what we can do is based off the key. If they see something, we can override it with something else. So in this case, they see a monster. Let's override it with 1. But I bet it's Saw Monster. The thing is, it should be Saw Zombie. But there's not a zombie memory. There's just, I think, a Saw Monster memory. But this is how it would work. And so this will be quick. And sight, viewer effect, memory Saw Monster. See? And the key's probably monster. I saw a monster. See? I saw a monster. So I have to make a memory for that before we can do it. But that's a really good idea, though. I like it, right? It's really fun, actually. We should make more unique memories for the monsters. That'd be fun. Give them the same key, though. And don't stack. I don't know. I just closed the game tab. What's going to happen? Oh, no. It should be all right, right? Oh, God. This looks normal, doesn't it? This is exactly how he looked before. It's like when you drop your kid or something down the stairs. You're like, oh, this is how he looked before, right? It's just me? Okay. Whoa. That's pretty good. Alright. Okay. Okay. Why does this person have damage? I bet they don't. They just leveled up, that's all. Is that what happened here? That's interesting. The starting skills. Oh, you know what it is? I bet. See how this happens? See how this guy's got 11 out of 17 health? It's because he has 7 health. They start with 10 health. And now because he's level 7, it goes 10 plus 7. He's got 7 health, see? So he has 17 health. But it doesn't get restored. And it's supposed to, though. And I bet it's because... I bet there's some code somewhere in the hit point component that tells like, this thing is all sorts of messed up. It's not maximized anymore. Sorry, people. Hang on. It'll be fixed in a second. But that's because there's some code somewhere in the hit point component that when the colonist is placed or something, it resets him his health back to the max health, which is 10. I probably shouldn't do that. And even if this isn't worth doing, I'm just going to annotate it for later. But you know what this means, though. Okay, we're going quick. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. This is my favorite part of anything. What did I say? The hit point component? Yeah, over here, here, here. Ah! You think there's a revived event could be invoked after a colonist was born, but probably not, right? Then it wouldn't make sense. Probably on place, though, is my guess. Let's do health skill component here. See what it says this, on query max health. Here's what we should do instead. This hit point component, here's what we should do. Instead of setting it to current health here, we should do on query max health. Because what that's going to do is it's going to pass over this health component. It subscribes to query health. Right, it's query's health on query health. Sets the max health. Soon it'll be colored, it'll be easier to see. But it's just processing files right on the bottom right corner. You can't see it. But anyway, that's what it's doing. And so anyway. So there's the health skill component. As they level up, the max health gets increased based off of the skill level. That's pretty fun. Separately, the hit point component in on place, it sets the current health to max health. But what max health? This max health. What happens if he overrode the max health, right? And he happens to in this particular case because the colonists happen to get levels prior to this. Anyway, and so on query health. Another thing we can do as well is we go to the skill storage component, probably the skill randomizer component or something like that. That's so stupid. Why is this so late? It's so dramatic. It's a negative 100. If that's the case, it shouldn't affect it, though. In any case, I'm going to do this. This is good practice anyway. This IntelliSense is killing me right now. I've been buying time because it's still processing files in the bottom right corner. So it's like doing these things so you can't see it. But if I hide somehow, I could hide my webcam, but it's like cheating. See? It's processing files. I just gotta wait. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. And also, in the health skill component, is the columns healed? They are. Look at that. See? Big amount of fully heal the colonist. There. There. No problem. Easy peasy. I don't know if that'll work or not, but I think it might work. So, okay. We're out of here. We're going back. This person, it doesn't matter anyway because they get healed when they eat now. So. Also, we're adding food around here and removing the starting items. So right now there's no food, and so my guys are probably going to starve and die. But I'm going to stop that because I know what I'm doing. So don't worry about it. They'll be fine. Probably. I mean, they'll probably die a bunch, but like, that's going to be expected. What's my frame so bad for? I see. I've got VSync on right now. Or the performance is just terrible for some reason. Yeah, it's always possible. Alright, this is ugly. I'm supposed to be IKEA or something like that. Is that right? That's yellow and blue, says Victor. Alright, there's yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll make it blue. Isn't oh, Swedish colors. Is that all?
Yep.
Okay, well that didn't do anything because it's the same color again. Let's do this one. Huh. I need to find more floors. Hey, a data cache, a worm. We're going to eat him right away. Just for fun. Oh, I was like, where'd the floor go? Also, let's draft this bozo. Dude, my frames are terrible right now. I wonder why. Is something being outputted in the console window? It's totally not. I wonder why my frames are so bad. They're so weird. Okay. I wonder if it's something with the... Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? That's funny. The mystery sensors. Will there be a way to increase the build area? Yeah, increasing players' base size. Yeah, do you have any good ideas for what that might mechanically look like? Like what it might cost? But yeah, 100%. It's on the to-do list. It might come after the wilderness or before the wilderness comes out. There's two big ideas we're toying with. One idea is that you can increase it like one floor at a time. So just like, one floor at a time all the way around. Or maybe they're just big chunks where it's like you increase it by like 4 at a time, 4 at a time, 4 at a time. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. That's actually really a fun idea, Victor. What if you have to use metal to expand? What if you use... Victor, here's a really good idea that Stellar just said. This is a really good idea. Are you listening, Victor? You son of a gun. Okay. I was like, he's not even here right now. What if you have to mine ore and use metal to expand your base size?
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. And you can start the base size a little bit smaller, and it's kind of like lumber or something from Stardew Valley. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? It's fun, too. It provides a better use case for ore anyway. You can still sell it if you want, just like in Stardew Valley or something like that. If you don't have to, you also just have a use for it. There might be some overlap, though, if ore is also used for weapons, but that could be okay, right? Is it okay if ore is used for both weapons and expanding your base? Because you need a lot of it to expand your base, right? It's like a sink, it'd be like a material sink, essentially, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So if you're using it for weapons, is that weird, or is it not weird because like you have unlimited? Maybe it's not weird because you essentially have unlimited metal. You know what I mean? So it's not that big of a deal because the amount of metal you need to make a weapon or gear probably is relatively low, right? Like 2 or something, right, to make a gun. Whereas to expand your base, you need like 100 or something, then 200, 300, 400. It's a lot. It's like a lot. So it's probably no problem if it's a large pool because you have unlimited. Also, then the gating material for crafting weapons could be like some other rare material, like a diamond type thing or something, or uranium or something, like a crystal. So the metal's pretty much, you have the metal, don't worry about that. Like a stick or something in Minecraft, like you have sticks, don't worry about it. It's not the prohibitive ingredient. What do you think, Victor? That'd be interesting.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Ooh, also later upgrades require more and better metals. That's also not a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea at all. That's a really good idea, actually. Like maybe once you reach a certain base size, it no longer requires metal. Now it requires like tier 2 metal, right? That's not a bad idea either.
Yeah, like magnetized metal.
Right.
Eventually superheated metal.
All right, well, you got the job, Stellar. You're hired. I hope that you're not a miner. So I don't know the miner laws. Do you think there's labor? There's probably like, are there weird labor laws if you hire children to do like online work? That sounds like something like a predator would say or something, doesn't it? Upgrade modules. Here we go. Yeah, you probably should be because that's really what. Okay, why is my frame? My frames are so bad. I don't understand. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're opening our task manager, and we're gonna see what the heck is taking up all the CPU. Just Unity editor. Okay. 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 Maybe it's just bad code, bro. All right, we're eating this worm. Attack! That slug thing. What is that? That's a slinker. First of all, it's not a slug. Do you know what slugs are? Slugs are like tiny. They're wet. This thing is in a dry environment. There's no water. It's not a slug. It's not anything like a slug. See the way it moves? Slugs can't move like that. They don't have the muscles that worms have. It's obviously a worm. And it's a slinker, and you can eat it. And also eat dead bodies and poop for you, which can be handy sometimes. And we're going to eat it. Punch him in the face. Bam. He's swearing at him. He's like, die, you worm punk. Got him. And he's mine. It's so funny. He says, damn, I shouldn't be a dev. That's so... Okay. Okay, what's he doing? Building a floor? What floor? What's he doing that for? I'm just going to place the slinker meat somewhere. We will kill it using hand in future. I'm just not sure what you mean by that. If you mean like your own, like a cursor? Like this? What is this? Victor, I got your mower. Roar, I have to work, but I'll still be saying for stream plus plus. Thank you very much. Hey, another worm. Oh, very good news. We got biomass. We had a bioshroom, so there's biomass up here, and they can eat this, which is great. Log. Colonists get sad. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Cap. Although we can replace Cat, Victor, with the serious robot that you made.
Serious robot?
Yeah, you made that serious robot Cat model. Looks very serious. Like there's serious business going on.
Yeah.
And that could just be Cat. It looks pretty cool too. It reminds me of in Star Fox, you know, the little helper you have that would send you boxes sometimes. You'd shoot at them and you're like, what is this? How do I replicate this more? You press like this. Do you know what I'm talking about? Your little assistant in Star Fox though? What's that? Like your ship AI. It's like your ship's computer.
Ship computer.
Alright, don't worry. We're pausing stream to get to the bottom of this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to type in Star Fox robot dude. Oh, yeah. We're going to add gear. We're going to add weapons. Yeah, I'm sorry, Hanzo. We're going to add weapons in the next update. So what we'll do is we'll release this content, like asteroids, whatever, wherever they are, going outside this relatively soon. And then we'll work on gear probably immediately after, and then that'll come out. And then the gear I don't think will take nearly, the gear will not take nearly as long as this. So, but yeah, that's the plan. It's pretty soon. Okay, what is the dude? Let's do Star Fox. I typed in Star Fox robot dude, nothing popped up. But let me try this again. Star Fox robot dude, and the Google search instead. Rob64. Oh, that's who Rob is? No, it's not, is it? No, it's not. That's Rob64? Okay. Location confirmed. Sending supplies. That guy, you know?
A bomb has been planted at the base. Bomb exploding. Keep clear. Damage to rear left section of the ship.
I love that I could type like the first 2 words and it just auto-completed. Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Distress signal coming from Titania. Enemy approaching from the left.
Just like that guy.
Falco's ship is in the docking bay. Falco's ship is under maintenance. 15 seconds to explosion. Good luck, Fox. Great Fox is
This is a water break for me.
Great Fox
But
is
they'll never
ready
know. They're
to
so
go.
stupid.
Great Fox will cover you. Great. Now let's get back to the game. Let's practice the basics. Life form indicated at 12 o'clock. Location confirmed. Sending supplies. Maintenance complete on
Chrome.
Falco's ship.
Yeah, okay. I get it, Rob. Nobody cares. Ooh, upgrades could be good. Maybe Speedy, by the way. Speedy. Okay. Those. Let's get some crystals. Let's just kill these slinkers too while we're here. Is she still drafted? Ooh, my bad, baby. You're gonna die if I do that. So you can pick up colonists and drop them anywhere, but you can only pick them up if they're in your base. So you can send them in like paratroopers. They're like shock troopers or something. They're like Captain America. Drop them in. Can't pick them up anymore, but we can start bashing worms. That's pretty fun. Victor, please let's add a battle royale mode. Single player, I mean. Like, I don't mean that it'd be an official battle royale. What I mean is somehow some mode where like 2 colonists are trapped in a room and like the door's only open if one of them dies, you know? That'd be so fun.
Battle Royale dungeon or something?
What's that? Like a Saw type dungeon, you said?
Battle Royale type dungeon.
Oh, I want a Saw type dungeon. Like you're the Riddler or
And you
something.
have like 2 slots, and you have to send 2 colonists in to like activate it. And once it's activated, all the doors like close.
Oh, that's such a good idea. That's perfect. That's how you trap them, right? That's perfect. All right, we need to mine. I know, I need a storage zone something. Just store stuff over here, fellas. Slinker meat. And also biomass. Show undiscovered. Biomass. And then also, I'm going to store some poopy somewhere. I'm surprised nothing's wandered in from this corner yet. I need to store something. What is that something? Poopy. It's a lot of poopy. Poopy, 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 poopy. Okay, done. back. Oh, there's a zombie. Speak of the devil. Meat, meat, meat. First I was afraid, I was petrified. And I will lay down, die. Oh my god, Victor. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Do you promise that no matter what I tell you, you'll still be my friend? And you'll continue to work on Starmancer with me? No matter how disgusting what I'm about to tell you is?
Okay.
It's not it's not like a, you know, don't judge me for it. It's just, it's embarrassing is all. Let me tell you something. I recently had to buy a new pack of MeUndies. Because I got home and my tummy wasn't feeling the best. And Maple wouldn't come inside, and my stomach was upset. It kind of hurt, and so to relieve some of the pressure in my tummy, I farted as one does. Only it wasn't all air, Victor.
You sharded.
I pooped myself, Victor. I had to throw out my underwear in a trash bag. It smelled so rank. It smelled so bad. Ugh. I had to hop in the shower and rinse off my like lower back slightly because I wasn't sure, you know. It's a tough life, man, you know. But then I just bought new ones, so I got a bunch of new underwear now. I'll have some. So, you know, it's whatever. Plus, it wasn't even my favorite color. So, it doesn't matter. The worst thing about it is that those types of poops tend to be more watery. And if they were drier, it like would be easier to clean up, you know. But that'll never be the case, you know. Like a female with good looks who cooks and cleans. It just means so much more to so much more people when you wrap it. Well, I have a lot of worm meat. Got a DNA frag. Someone's got to kill the zombie. It's going to be you, the gynecologist, who's going to become
Looks
smart.
like those guys kneeling are like split in half.
Yeah, it must be the new, must be something with the new animation system. That's funny. Yeah, that's no problem. One of the things, the positions is probably wrong or something. It could just be the sprite itself. Okay, maybe it has to change. I don't know. But yes, that seems to be the case, yes. That's definitely what's happening.
It's using like the pose to change like the offset when it's kneeling. And the same... that should be visible when they're walking as well.
There are no more pose offsets. I thought everything was using the new animation system.
No.
What else uses the offsets? Because
When
the
they're
whole...
walking and
the-
they're like bobbing their heads up and down.
But the entire purpose is to not have to use the column's post system. But when I say there's no more post system, that's not true. There's still a post system, but on the body parts like that. Because the entire purpose was to not need them,
Well,
like
we
at
still
all.
need like the offset.
I don't think so. Like you don't. I mean, the engine doesn't need to support that. I mean,
Oh no. But something else needs to be able to like shift
couldn't you put that in the
sort of pivot
sprites?
points. Well, then I would have to like have a bunch of duplicate sprites, or whenever there might be an offset.
Because the thing is, you still have to use the pose system. And the whole purpose of using the animation system is not use the pose system. Because the pose system is very inflexible.
Yeah.
Because that was the complaint, was that you couldn't see it at runtime.
But
Like
what
you-
about
but that you
something
couldn't
like
see
the
if you're
material
editing it.
offset script,
What about it?
which is used on 3D models, that could be used for the sprites to sort of offset the...
I mean, I think it would be better if I just made a script that offset them, but they don't need the offsets though. Like kneeling, for example, is there ever a situation... There would never be kneeling and moving.
No, but you could be kneeling and doing something with your arms, like shooting a gun or something.
Yeah, but that doesn't affect the torsos. Like the relative position of the sprite, does it?
It does.
Why?
Because everything above the legs is supposed to move down. So if a guy is holding something and he kneels, then what he's holding, like, or if he has gear, if he has like a gun or something, it needs to move down.
Oh, why can't you just move the legs up instead of moving the whole torso down, though? Like, because you're concerned because the colonist isn't necessarily grounded. Because you want the colonists to be grounded by their feet or something, I suspect. Is that the idea?
Yeah. Because otherwise they'll be sort of floating in the air.
When they're kneeling?
Yeah.
Because of the shadow? Because the shadows, it's a separate thing. That's really the problem, right?
Well, not only the shadow, it's sort of the pivot point that they rotate around.
Well, if they're kneeling, they're not moving, though, so that's the thing. Like, they would snap to that new position. So it would look like they moved, which would be fun, because that would also just add to the animation. For this specific case, I'm saying. Why?
Because there's a bunch of different situations where there needs to be an offset.
Like, you're upset because in real life, in real life, a person couldn't kneel without moving their upper body. But colonists aren't real. Like, it's just like they could...
No, I mean, like the physical way in which they rotate when you rotate the camera and move around. Which sort of requires them to be grounded in a specific spot.
No, that's not... I don't think that's true.
Dude, trust me on this one.
No, you could absolutely move the torso sprite up, or the kneeling sprite up, and rotate the camera. That wouldn't be a problem. That wouldn't be part of the problem. The thing is, the whole purpose of the new animation system was to not use the poses. If we're still going to use the poses, there's no purpose of using the new animation system. Because the new animation system is just adding another layer on top of it. And then using two systems, and then using two systems is just going to get really messy really fast. Like in this case.
Well, it's only for the offsets.
You better remember to change those offsets. Yes, yeah, that's why it seems weird. It's easy just for one thing. Because then you have to update the offsets independently of updating the actual sprites. And then so you have to remember every time. You have to remember to change the offsets, you have to remember to change them back every time.
Yeah.
Seems like a nightmare. And you basically have to do it manually every single time, which also seems like a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing would be if there was just a script that I could change. Like something that modifies the material and changes the pivot.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, yeah. That would be good. It wouldn't even be that hard. It would be part of the sprite resolver component. It's not even that hard. Like, that's what I'm saying. Just use everything. Just use a new system instead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I only said because the pose system already exists, so I thought we were gonna keep, that part.
The poses, I didn't remove any pose-related things in the back end. I just removed them on the column's body parts because they shouldn't be using any of the old pose stuff. I only kept them for legacy reasons, for the things that, like maybe there's some old objects that might still have a random pose for some reason. But again, the purpose of the new animation system is to move away from the old animation system.
Yeah.
And I promise you that if you have to do it in halves, it won't work out. All right, now for this colonist, what I was talking about, which is, I don't see why it wouldn't be technically possible, is if the legs are just slightly higher. You'd have to move it in the sprite. You couldn't move it in Unity like this because the pivot point would have to be the same, right? For some animations, like maybe that's okay, is all. It would look weird. What am I looking for? Legs or something? Probably. Oh gosh. This is kind of hard to move, but whatever. They're just like, oh god, this is gonna look. I have to do this. Oh my god, he stood up. He stood up, so now he's like, oh, okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, change it back to 0. Let's just make him kneel again, maybe.
It looks like the meme cat. Like the black cat.
Okay. We'll do this one more time. So it would look like this. And so I see what you're saying about them floating. I 100% see what you're saying. They're floating. I mean, you have to make the torso. It's still solvable. You just have to make the torso. You could make it longer. I mean, obviously, that's a thing. But like maybe it would look weird if the upper torso didn't move. That's all. Because then you don't
Shadow
necessarily.
could be moved up as well.
Yeah, that might help too.
Because right now it looks like they're floating because of the...
But I was just saying, like, there might be some animations like this where, like, well, maybe the offset isn't necessary. Like, it might look like maybe the offset should just be used for polish or something, but maybe not as, like, a, like, juice, you know what I mean? But maybe not for, like, I don't know, like a requirement or something. Or, like, maybe it'd be better if there was a solution that didn't need it or something, you know? It'd be more versatile.
Yeah.
Alright.
Being able to change, like, the pivot for anything is really powerful because...
like punching, maybe, for example.
Yeah.
You could just...
Because the heads can
also
be
pivot
reused.
ahead for punching, too. Like, for boxing, you know? You can move the head left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on the pivot point. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to see if it was necessary. It's no problem. But I'm just going to convert it. And also, like, when we're using new systems, what you have to do is just tell me if there's, like, what implementation things you need, you know?
Yeah.
This leg's going to be messed up the whole time if I don't fix it. If I don't revert them, huh? Colonist model. Like, I don't think I removed the pose stuff on, like, the colonist carry slot, for example. I don't think I removed that. Yeah. Just again, the body parts.
I think there's some post stuff that uses what's it called? The rendering order. It changes the rendering order. Like when they're holding a crate, for example.
Is that necessary?
Yeah, because when they have their backs turned, the crate is supposed to be behind them.
There's support for that. I was wondering when a handgun dispenser would come around. Hopefully soon, by the way. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Isn't it basically the gun locker?
I guess, but it'd have to, you know. Actually, that could work. You could have
It used to be.
Right, you could have a weapons locker on the dungeons, and they could just spawn like one or two.
Yeah.
Or two, or they could just spawn like one or two guns or something like that. That could actually be interesting. It'd also be a way to add weapons before we have weapons. Crafting, you know.
Also imagine like a gladiator style arena, like some alien
That'd be sick.
ruin, and you go in and there's like some kind of weapon dispensers. And you have to kill like a horde of aliens.
Was writing that, or should be used for expanding the base.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe
Arenas
use
could be
some kind of
telepaths.
alien intergalactic alien television network.
Did I see a recipe cache somewhere? Here. Take some space rock. Take some space rations, please. Space rations much more fun to find now.
Yeah.
I have 2.7k. I should build a trading pod and a research station. I should perhaps play the game. Your colonists are not skilled enough to build this object. They must be level 1, and the max is level 0. I need a builder. Who's big-brained? Ooh, 2 people. A tolerant, charismatic big-brained compared to a disgusting, fast-moving big brain. You are the builder, which makes you yellow. You're grays because you're unassigned. And you're going to be the builder. Bang. Builder. And we're going to go over here. Now, we want a dedicated builder because we want someone to have all the builder experience. Because that does matter. Because we can't build things like lights until I can't show it to you, but we can't build things like lights until we're a higher level. So this shelf, for example, big shelf requires level 10. This bedroll requires level 1, right? So if you have one dedicated builder, they get all the experience. And for the other people, let's keep it low, but still let them do it. And that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. And okay, okay, okay. What should we build? Like a bedroom? I guess a bedroom makes sense to build. So build a bedroom, bedroom. This is the way to build a bedroom. Do. I need an airlock, but I need to be level 5 first. Is that real? Yeah, I'll probably hit level 5 when he crafts this. That's no problem. Okay. What are my dudes doing? They're sleeping? Oh, on like heads and stuff. Do you have a different sleeping animation now or something, Victor? Their legs look like to the side or something.
Might be something... Whoa.
That could be the sprite slip, but it's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
There seems to be some glitchiness with the walking animation.
Well, if they're not using any material offsets, they're not using any of the offsets they're supposed to. That would explain it. Because again, the body just isn't moving. Maybe it's supposed to be moving, bobbing up and down.
Yeah,
like it previously did.
And the head. Yeah.
And probably the arms as well.
Yeah.
Because they're all attached together. The performance of moving all of that isn't great all the time, by the way. There's worse things for performance, though. I'm just telling you, it's the way it's implemented. In the code side, it's not that good for performance. I didn't disable any of the pose stuff on these things, by the way. I should actually be able to re-enable them, and it should just work, so... I'm going to try that real quick and see what happens. That was the torso. Ugh, as soon as I exit, it's going to get a compilation thing, though, which is annoying. There. So maybe what we can do is, the thing is, whenever something new is implemented, any legacy system should always be supported.
Yeah.
But for any new systems, you should use a new animation pose offset system, something that, or a new that we're talking about, something that would work with everything, with the new system, the animation system. Okay, arms, torsos, these things. Oh, this shouldn't matter. What even is a speech bubble slot? Who even knows? The thing is, on the heads, it's really no problem to re-enable everything. Changing the sorting order, by the way, that's something you should do in an animation now, just so you know.
But I can't do it in animation because it depends on if it's front facing or back facing.
Oh.
And the animations don't.
Ah, okay. Okay, I guess your
Just
point.
use the same animation for, yeah.
I just assumed that it would support that.
Yeah.
That's weird that it doesn't. You would think that there'd be like a converter. So no matter what, you're going to have to provide data somewhere on every single individual. So if you make like a colonist, you have to provide that data of like, okay, here's the sorting order. Then if you make like a robot, you once again have to be like, okay, here's the sorting order, and then copy paste it every time. That's kind of annoying. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a system that was like, where you could just define like part of the library asset, you know, you could just define it. Like, hey, if you're in pose, head, eyes closed, and you're forward, then be sorting order 5, you know? But I don't think there's a way to do that. Is there?
Isn't that the current system?
Yeah. Yeah. I meant with the new system.
Yeah.
It just seems standardized. Like, if you could extend the sprite library assets, like if we could extend the sprite library assets somehow, because that's where everything's defined, I think. Huh. But you just can't. The data is relatively simple. But I could probably extend it anyway. No problem. More data. That's sort of some effort. I have to do effort. It's like real effort, because to make sure the data gets serialized correctly and doesn't get destroyed. I'm not being pedantic, like real annoying stuff. Like, great. And then maybe Unity, changes something how it's serialized and it breaks it or something. I don't know. Poses. Oh, I have it disabled on the carry slot. I see. I had it enabled at some point. Then I must have disabled it because I disabled all the other ones. Because I was like, oh, I guess it's not going to do anything. Okay. Okay, that makes sense why the shadow has an entity as well. Oh, he doesn't have an entity, but he should have an entity probably. Maybe he doesn't need an entity. Something had an entity that was like, why does it have an entity? Oh, the speech bubble. The speech bubble probably needs one because of if they kneel, right?
Yeah, I think it changes the...
And also if they're dreaming and they have like a nightmare, they have a bad speech bubble. You need that for that as well. Okay. Just interesting how Unity adds things, and they could just do so much more with them, But Unity's approach is never to to keep working on existing features. Instead, they always just want to add brand new features so that there's multiple ways to accomplish the same thing. And it's a weird design philosophy. Because their animations, they extend things sometimes, but not often. Like the animation system, these little things we're talking about seem like sort of common use cases, wouldn't they? If you're making any game that uses sprites and you're 3D or anything like that, that's not that uncommon, right? Or maybe it is. I don't know. It doesn't seem that uncommon. Because probably every game uses sprites sometimes, and they definitely do. Imagine if you're making, let's say, a top-down gun shooter game. Maybe not quite top-down, but maybe our point of view, whatever. So that's a typical game, like GTA 1. You're making a walk animation, and you have a gun as well. So you have a gun. They're carrying a gun. When they're walking and their back's towards the camera, towards the viewer, the gun's render order should be lower, right? It's dynamic like that. When you're facing, it should be higher. It's the same issue with our carry slots. So I'm saying is it seems like a common use case, isn't it? That's what I'm asking. It seems common, right? Or is it just specific to our use case?
I think it's because usually when you have sprites, you don't customize them. But that's also what the sprite library is for.
What do you mean you don't customize sprites? You say that what do you mean?
You usually, if you have a top-down shooter or something, you just animate it with static sprites. So you can't swap out the head or anything like that.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. That's old school though. And if you're using, well, maybe, I guess, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, but modern games can't do that because that'd be insanity, right? Because their files would be massive. The reason that they did in the old days is because they didn't have a better way to do it.
Yeah.
But who knows? I could be wrong. Because imagine if you're making a game like Grand Theft Auto and you want to add one new weapon type. It is a nightmare that they have to animate literally every single condition before they can add the rocket launcher. So every single frame of every animation that's possible with attacking has to be done with a rocket launcher, Ugh. What a nightmare. But maybe that's just no problem, though, you know? You know what I mean? Maybe it's like not even that much work. Maybe you're just a punk, you know? Like, would it be that much work? Like, does it matter that much? If you had to duplicate the frames? Like, it'd be if you want to change them, but if you just don't change them, dude. Just make the animation, make it good, and then you can never change it again. But that's the problem, right? It just makes it harder to change, correct? What if there was like a... Okay. If there was... You could wave a magic wand and you could just have all the frames. Is that fine? Like, would you be okay with that? Like, would there be any reason that we shouldn't do that?
Depends.
Like, is there some problem with having a lot of texture files or something, or having a bigger texture file? Is that an issue somehow?
Maybe. I mean, I can't just off the top of my head.
Well, something you probably let her flip it. Well, because there's probably tools in Photoshop maybe for this type of thing, sort of generating things. You have to still manually move, like reposition things, but there's probably some tool for like, well, you have different layers, so maybe it's like using a layer tool somehow. I don't know. Yeah. But there might be some way to set it up where you're not copy pasting, like literally, you're copy pasting in a way that if you change the source image, it updates everything that uses it everywhere. Like at an easy, like imagine if you just wanted to add like one black pixel to the back of the colonist walk sprite, just for as an easy example. It'd be nice if you just had to put that black sprite once, and then you press save or something, and then it propagates to everything that uses it. That's what I mean. That's so.
Yeah.
In practice, it would only be good for things that don't need well, it'd be good for everything, really. So, but anyway, that seems like something that I don't know what you'd search in like to find that, but it seems like that might be. It doesn't seem that uncommon, does it? Yeah, it'd be optimization sellers because there's so many more texture files to deal with. And then also if the texture file you're passing in to the shader is bigger, it's just more data that you're passing in every time something's rendered. Because every time something's rendered, it has to pass in its texture to the shader every single time. And so if it's a big file, that's more and more data every single time. So what you can do instead is have a bunch of different character sheets. Oh, I see I'm getting an reference exception. That's not good. Oh, I see. Palesoft component 169. Oh, pal texture's null? In what? For why? For why?
Isn't it sun?
Huh?
Is it the
What?
The sun palette is null.
Oh, I don't know.
Wants to make lips.
Choop choop. Who calls this anyway, actually? Let me see who's invoking this to begin with. 186. Okay. Ah, I see. It's probably there that's doing it, so. Let's do this. Power texture equals null. See, the problem is it's crashing because power texture is null. For whatever reason. I don't care why it's null. All I care is that if it is null, it shouldn't break everything. I don't even know what that's going to do. Let's just do 0. 0 seems safer than 1, right? 0 instead. I'll fix that. And then hopefully... And also, though, Stellar, sometimes optimization doesn't matter so much. Optimization is the root of all evil. Premature optimization. But really, a big red flag about copy-pasting these files is just that the ability to change it is very difficult. And that kind of sucks. For example, and not just change, but also to add new things. So let's say that, let's say you want to add a new type of animation pose, like kneeling. Let's say we want to add let's say we don't have kneeling, and then we want to add kneeling, because that'd be fun. We could change combat so that combats can stand or kneel. Then they're kneeling, their accuracy is increased, right? And the chance to hit them is reduced. That makes sense because they're kneeling. Okay, they're a smaller target. If we have a bunch of weapons already, let's say we have like a bow and arrow and a sword, okay? So just have those 2 things. And then also we have a baseball bat and a machete and a flamethrower, so we have 5 things now all of a sudden. We make them once, just standing, because we only have standing. Then later we want to add kneeling. It would be great if there was a way that we could do the kneeling kind of once, and then somehow get all the other stuff, the rocket launchers, what have you, pretty ready, pretty good, and then we can just make a little changes to the rocket kneeling sprite, and then fix it. So editing doesn't. So the ability to change doesn't apply only to literally changing what you've done. It's also to adding brand new stuff too, using the same systems in an efficient manner. And so that's also the bigger problem of doing it that way. Is that it's hard to add new stuff of any type in both directions. It's hard to add new animation types. It's also harder to add new weapons. I don't know. But maybe there's a way to circumvent that. And if you can circumvent that, then okay. Because the thing is, Victor, if you could hand draw the sprites, it would probably be better anyway. Because you'd have much more control over everything. And you could add a lot of flourishes and effects, add anything you really want, you know? Like you could, for example, with a like a ray gun, you could hand draw like the ray gun effect right into the sprite, pretty easy. You could add a rocket launcher that moves the whole body back if you want to when it winds up, like everything, and you could really do a lot of stuff, you know. That in an easier way, you know, with so. What if it broke again? Oh, I see how it is. Oh, I'm a dumb person. This is a texture wrapper. Okay, we'll fix that this way. Why did I just... Oh, no. I have another null reference exception in the post-sorting order component. Like imagine like an animation for swinging the like a pickaxe or mining. Wouldn't that be a lot easier if you could just see the whole body at once?
What do you mean, see the whole body?
Oh, when you're making a sprite, when you're animating it, you know?
Yeah.
Like that would just, because you could really just do a lot, really empower you. So what are the cons of having a big texture sheet? Because the colonists don't have to all use, like the colonist could have one texture sheet called colonist, and it could be his own, which probably already exists, you know, so it'd be whatever.
The reason we use the body is so that they can have, injured parts or like.
Yeah, but we don't even have that.
Yeah.
So we're using a more convoluted system for something that we aren't even using, so we don't need to. Oh, I see. But independent limbs, though, like independent gear, though, how would you do that? For example, if you wanted to mix and match gear, that'd be very hard if the sprites were hand drawn. Almost impossible, correct?
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to wear like cowboy torso, cowboy pants, and a spacesuit top, you couldn't do that. You couldn't mix and match. You'd have to have independent systems for that, right?
Yeah.
I suspect I'm gonna get at least one more crash. I'm looking for that red. Give me that red, Didio. Come on, give me red once it loads. Give me red, 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 give me there it is. Palette textures no. Yeah. Call us a female. I suspect that something's causing a crash, that the exceptions are occurring because I bet that when I'm placing a colonist's head, I'm refreshing this poses now, which I wasn't doing previously. And it probably caused some bugs that always existed, but never really got caught. Like expose some bugs. So what do you think? I think it's easiest for, okay, so we can't use the big sprites, so we definitely need like the animation, like the offsets and stuff, correct?
Yeah.
I think it's easiest if everything's on the model. I think it's the worst is when stuff is controlled on the entity, because there's so much you have to spend so much time to make an edit on the entity to see it apply on the model. You need to change it, rebuild it, the whole big process, reload it. You know, it's much better if it's on the model. It's just everything's in one place.
Yeah.
So what you could do is you could make like a reusable prefab for all entities that, you know, all colonist type entities. For example, the cat bot. If the cat bot had all the body parts of a human, of a colonist, you could just drag and drop the I don't know, basic entity reusable or something into both models, and that would define all the poses of the pose offsets in there. Because, for example, there's some commonalities. The weapon slot should have a higher render order than the torso if the weapon is closer to the viewer, right? And and on the opposite, it should be the opposite. So those type of commonalities you could just define once and reuse everywhere, and that would be nice. You just put it on the model, not so bad. Probably works out.
What about old automatic sorting order?
You need to write this down or I'll forget, by the way. That won't work unless you change the positions, unless you can change the positions of the models. Because I don't think that system used, it probably just uses the position of the transforms. It might use the positions of the pivot points.
Sure.
But I doubt it.
But the pivot points will all be the same, in the same position. So that's hard to work.
It just uses the transform positions. They wouldn't be and they'd always be the same 0, 0, 0, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it would work. It's based off like the pivot points or something like that. But this is the type of thing that you want it to be automatic generate. Just do the labor. You know, you just gotta do a little bit of labor, and then they'll just define it, no problem. You know. Okay, I think I got one last thing, and then I can finally play again. I might pick up dog poop today. Pretty exciting. Speaking of poop. Dude, Victor, you ever...
Pick up dog poop?
In my yard.
Oh.
I don't mean on stream. Yeah. Rebuilding. Reloading. Okay.
Do you also use like black plastic bags for dog poop in the US?
Yeah. The stream is however long the stream is, Stellar. Usually hours of nonsense. Stellar asks how long the stream is. Yeah, those black bags are usually for like dog, like if you're walking your dog or if you had a park or something, you know.
Yeah. I was walking my sister's dog and I realized like my jacket is the same sort of plastic as the bag, and I was like, fuck.
What type of jacket do you have? Why is your dog...
Like black plastic looking one.
You have a jacket made out of the same, made out of like recycled like dog poop bags or something.
No.
And they even have like on the inside, like the on the inside, there's like the words and stuff that's on the the boxes bags. Fingers crossed, no crashes. The thing is, I stopped some crashes, which they're going to cause other crashes to then probably happen until I fix all the moles. But it should be quick. Oh, I see. Some of these things might be interfering, conflicting with each other. There's a good chance that many of these things are conflicting with each other, Victor. And that seems to be the case here as well. That the poses are getting in the way of some of the changes made by thing. And they absolutely are, because I think they're manually changing the sprites and doing nonsense to them.
Yeah.
So we got to go through all of the individual sprites real quick and remove them. Remove the ones that change sprites, and only keep the things don't change sprites, right? Oh, but the head though. Oh, kill me, dude. Old. And we're gonna go unused. Disable. Come here. What's this? Sorting order. Local position. There could be a crash that's causing issues too, but I doubt it. Oh my god, there's so many. How is this implemented? Because colonists might not have the same renderer they used to have. They need a complex sprite component for all this stuff to work. And they don't have one. Oh, I see. They had 2.5 dimensional sprite component though. They must have just deleted it. They need this though. So, get it over here. Oopsie. Alright, get all dependencies. What if we return this instead? And then we're like, oh, you know what you need? You need a type of 2.5. That's what you need. Oh. That'll give us a warning. There. That'll give us a warning if something doesn't have it, and they don't. Helps us. There's a chance that there was an uncaught exception somewhere too that was causing all the colonist sprites to look weird. Okay. Head. Go, 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 go. Do, 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 do. 2.5 match spec part. There he is. Oh, there he is. This one? This one? This one? Oh my god, there's so much junk on this thing. Oh, kill me right now. Da-doop. Da-doop. 2.5. What's it? It's torso. It's the torso. Torso. Torsi. Leg, leg. Pose, pose. Add component. 2.5. It's taking forever, so we're gonna go faster. Sorry, stream. You'll be all right. Okay. 2.5, 2.5 is right here. It's right there. It's no problem. Arm, 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 arm. Pose, pose. 2.5, 2.5. This is arm left, and this is arm right. Is that correct? That doesn't work. That's wrong. You see that? You see this one? It's empty anyway, though. But we'll still set it. It's probably supposed to do something. Okay. Okay. Also, it needs to be exclusive as well. I messed it up. Sorry. Doesn't matter. Okay. What is this? It's this. It's 2.5 dimensional sprite component, which is defined here. And it needs to be exclusive if the keys are the same. I don't think there's anybody that has two of these, though. This will show us a warning if if any entity has two of these components on them. It'll give us a warning. It's good for like debugging the first pass. It's like an automated test that's performed essentially. So it's like an automated validator that the dudes are set up correctly. Bop, bop. Bop, 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 bop. It'd be fun. I could do a dev stream from where I work, Victor. That might be fun sometime. And then I can actually implement something. I could actually implement something.
You're more efficient.
Well, no, there's things I literally can't do here. Like I can't rebuild the mod library, for example. So I can't add like new events for it. There's a lot of little things I literally can't do. But also, yeah, I'm much faster, much more efficient. But there's things that just literally can't do. I mean, I could, but I'd have to like bring my computer and like do a whole setup thing.
Mm.
Dude, imagine if half of our code wasn't in a separate DLL, how long the compilation times would be.
Would it be quicker or?
It should be much slower. It would be. You would imagine it's much slower because there's more stuff to have to sort of, maybe not recompile, but just sort of to move around. The whole idea of like a DLL is that it's an independent unit, and it doesn't change. So if you added, one DLL, it would in no way require other DLLs to change, because why would it? That would break the whole idea of them, you know. Because the idea of the DLL is that it's compiled once, and then you can use it all over the place. But that's not to say, just so you know, it's not to say that just because that's true doesn't mean that it would actually be faster. You should always benchmark, because maybe Unity does something where it just recompiles everything or analyzes everything, or does something where it's just actually slower if it's in a separate DLL. So. But in terms of compilation times, the compilation times should be much better. Let's look at the warnings. Blah, 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 blah. There's no inventory context usable. Total chance sum is not 150. It's also kind of hard to fix bugs and stuff on stream. Just like, Victor sent me a snap. What's it going to be?
A huge bag of turds. A huge bag of turds.
This is a turd jacket.
Like a huge bag of turds. Like a huge bag of turds.
Ugh. I couldn't save it in time. So sad.
I have no idea how that works even.
First, you have to make sure your settings are good, and second, you have to save it before you close the snap, like the thing ever. It's really dumb. I wish that Snapchat was designed for more permanence, because I like Snapchat for like sending pictures, videos, just the type of things that aren't worth like a phone call. Just silly little things that happen in your day, fun little things that you wished you had someone to talk to about. It's like, oh, isn't this cool? Like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you see like a duck in the road, like, look at this, is a duck, bro. Isn't that cool? Don't tell me stuff about the palette texture being null. It actually be funny if just all the palette texture stuff is just what broke, and everything else is fine. But see, it doesn't seem to be the case. These poses must be doing something somewhere else that I didn't see. There's no way they're not. So my performance, once again, is just really bad, but I think it's just the frame cap limiter. I'm just going to turn it off real quick. Dot target frame rate. Right here. Oh, I said it once and it just doesn't matter. Is that how that works? Who knows? Alright, there's no reason that this thing would get messed up unless there's a post somewhere that's doing weird things. Very strange, very, very strange. Oh, I know what could be happening, Victor. Oh, I have a very good idea what might be happening, Victor. It could be that I didn't break anything when I added the poses. It could be that it's a load bug, that the way I implemented the new animation system might not work when you load. That could be a bug. Maybe that's what it is.
Interesting.
Yeah. This is why, like, when you do bug reports, I like that precision, like the information, because it's like, well, it's actually, like, anything, it's hard to know, but like, what's important. Like, well, maybe it's not the poses that were broken, maybe it's something else. And if you ever debugging stuff and you start, I would say, if you start flailing around, like you don't even know anymore, like you're just guessing, shooting in the dark, just walk away. You know what I mean? Just take a break, because it's just a stupid way. You'll go down rabbit holes that are just a waste of time. Not you, a person, people. And so I wonder, it could be a save load issue. There's a good chance that it doesn't refine the renderers when it loads. Of course, maybe that's not the case. I'm just saying it simply could be. And there's a good reason it is. Also, like in my case, like right now, I could check the code and try to surmise what might happen if you load and see like if that's causing issues. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm just going to generate a new colonist the normal way and see if that works. Because if that works, then I'll know definitively that it's when you load the game. I don't have to go through all the code, just guess. I'll just know. And I would rather just know. And then worry about it later and see if it's worth diving into the code and figuring out why. My gut tells me that there's nothing with the post system that would break the sprites in the way they did. Because their code isn't doing anything unless you have a 2.5 dimensional sprite component, and they didn't even have that the first time it didn't work. So I think it's a load issue. Also, you know what game we should play, Victor? It's Predator Hunting Grounds. That game is fun, and I think you'd love it. I don't know if it's free to play, though. And also, probably everybody who plays is really good. You know? It's $30. Definitely not worth it. I mean, it's not a bad game, but it's just like for my use case. Better than nothing, but needs a single player mode. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, I'm nervous about growing this colonist. I'm looking for something that would be in every scene. How about the hero mode? I'm so nervous extracting this guy. Hey, his leg just popped off. Okay, so it seems to be a load issue, Victor. Well, not entirely, because there's other oddities happening. But the palette issues and stuff like that seem to be a load issue. I suspect that the legs are just broken because I just have to remove some of the sprite changes and stuff like that. It's possible there's like that there's the 2.5 dimensional sprite component is just going to conflict with this, and actually it will definitely conflict with this. And so then maybe the poses have to be converted from the 2.5. I'm kind of talking like code details out loud right now. That's what I'm doing, Victor. But because the 2.5 dimensional sprite component handles, you know, rotating the sprites when the colonist rotates, but also it handles the position offsets and stuff like that. And the rotation is now handled by the new system in code, and it shouldn't be. Instead, it should be handled by or no, it still should be rather. And so these don't need it. The thing is, the point is, this is not going to be a stream fix. Oh, this is a lot of ore. It's going to be a fix for later. Oh, I love the idea, by the way, expanding the base with ore.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? This is why we need a an in-house producer or something. Could you write down, like, and click up in the wilderness update? Oh yeah. Yeah, write that down. Write that down somewhere. So, no, I wrote that down actually. You don't have to write down. Write it under colonist animations in the wilderness update. You have to make a new task and then mark the other one complete, or you could try to find it and make it incomplete. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me either way. All right, colonist animation, and then write whatever it is that I have to do. So the which should be like convert animation system to use like the pose system or something like that. Okay, okay, here's what I'm gonna do instead. I'm just gonna do it myself, and I'm gonna do it in code. I was just hoping to do it in ClickUp so that we could both kind of see it, and we're both kind of aware of it, because it seems like a better thing. But I'm just not going to. Because what?
I already did it.
Oh, I had more information to give you. That's the thing. But I was like, the information I need to give you is like so specific to me. I'm like, I'll just do it myself. Because I'm not gonna understand what it means later. But if I had more information, I'll definitely understand what it means. So I need to find the why am I so dumb right now? I can't remember what that thing's called. Animation Sprite Library. Is that what it's called? That's what it's called. Sprite Library Asset. I was thinking of the Unity's name. I knew it was a weird name. And here, integer, copy, paste the pose code from 2.5 component. I mean, I could do this on stream if I'm being honest with you, and I'll try it really quick actually. I'm gonna close everything else. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go over here, here, here. Take these poses right here on pre-pose change. What does it do? Populate it with something? Was it need data? Ugh. Ugh. What does this do? What does this do? Ugh. Alright, here's what I'm gonna try. Do you think anything uses a 2.5 dimensional sprite component? Yes. Monsters, right?
Zombies.
Right. They must. Yeah, yeah. So first of all, Victor, I said monsters, you son of a gun. And then you went specific. You're like, yes, zombies and colors.
Which specific ones?
Right. Maybe even slimes.
No, not slimes.
How do they rotate their sprites?
They're not rotated. Unless like the flipping is also handled by.
It is.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's something of the 2.5 sprite dimensional component. There might be other ways that it works sometimes, but I'm pretty sure it's the only guy that does it. The only guy in town. Maybe not though. To your point, maybe not. I don't know. What I just did is I disabled the rotational code in the 2.5 dimensional sprite component because I can see then if I harvest out the right stuff, if it'll work. You should have like a hat. That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
No. Go. Oh God, go. What's the game I said that we should play? That you'd like?
Hunting grounds.
What'd you say?
Predator hunting
Ah,
grounds.
yeah, per hunting grounds. Yeah, I think it would be sick. I feel like it's
play
fun.
Onward in VR though.
That'd be fun. Oh, I need to have a freaking. I have a cough button now. Look at the A, B, E, F, G. Little cough button. So I can mute myself, but I just forgot that it exists and I didn't use it. So.
Have you played any shooter games in VR?
Not really. I've done like the demos and stuff for like the Valve Labs, but it's not really a real game. Use like the shooting ranges, but it's not a real. Yeah, someone hang on did a zombie game with a gun. That was really fun. It was very similar to shooting a real gun. Except
like
for
shooting the pistols because they're one-handed. When you use a rifle, it's sort of like you're holding like a spaghetti weapon or something like.
right. A little bit weird. Didn't I disable it? Does it not matter that I disabled it? I definitely did. But maybe I didn't do it in all the places. There's a good chance I didn't. So let's go back into the code real quick. This is what happens sometimes we do things. I'm just going to do this better way here, which is like here. That literally can't happen. This isn't a key specific. It is the game object component. Well, that's not good actually. So here. And here. This guy was doing it too, probably. So it's actually probably more of this guy up here doing it than the other guy. No problem. Ba-doop. Also, I do really think that you'd like Tarkov if you could get into it. It just require, but like to play Tarkov, like video games have to be like your hobby, like your main hobby, you know, because it requires so much time. But if video games are your, I feel like Tarkov is a cool one because it's a lot like DayZ, but in a more structured, instanced, seasonal way, and that's really fun. Especially the seasons. I don't think they call them seasons, but they're effectively seasons, you know. Because they wipe everything. What if we branded like for maybe not a branding like overtly call them seasons, but we could think of our updates as seasons maybe. You know, like we're about to enter season 2, for example, or maybe we're currently in season 0, and when we launch a wilderness, that's season 1. You know, I don't know. Or we could call it like Starmancer Year 1 or something maybe. The Cycle Frontier is more casual, kind of Tarkov and free. I've never heard of that. Let's check this out. The Cycle Frontier. What do you do in it?
Up.
We're gonna watch the demo. We're gonna watch the trailer of the Cycle Frontier. Chrome. That was just a teaser trailer. That wasn't a real demo. That wasn't a real trailer. How about this one? Yeah, the videos. It's hard to make trailers, though. Like, I mean, the setting looks cool. I just want to see gameplay, though. Oh, here's some gameplay, maybe. This looks pretty cool. Looks like the like there's like maybe netcode issues, but visually, because it seems like the animation seems wonky sometimes, like not quite in sync, and the way that people move seems a little jello-y. But that could be this trailer was recorded very early build. I imagine that's how these things go. Looks really cool. That's always the worry if like the performance is bad, you know. The Fortuna Pass. I'm hoping to find gameplay, you know. Can we get gameplay? I'm just gonna find some random gameplay of it. The Cycle Frontier. Showing off footage of other people's games, I always feel like nobody is, you know, ooh, Jack Rex. Okay, he'll probably do something. Actually, we're going to do a small person instead. And we're going to do this guy. And we're going to mute because we don't really want to necessarily listen to him. I don't want to like use his content. I mean, I know you can't see it. I'm just waiting for, this is a bad video. It's very, very dark. What's this? I don't want this person. Oh, what's this? The Cycle Frontier from the Cycle Frontier. I mean, it looks so cool. Like, I don't know how much I can show you without getting, like, banned or something. You know what I mean? But this looks very, very cool.
I'm Daze, Creative Director on the Cycle Frontier. Today, we're excited to reveal the scope of the Cycle Frontier's second season, where you'll get to explore the depths of Theris Island.
Victor, are you watching this right now?
With Season 2, we add a third location to the game.
Is that a yes?
Theris Island.
I am now.
Theris Island
This
is
game looks pretty
inherently
cool.
the most challenging and tense
Yeah.
map in the game so far, and is only unlocked after progressing to a certain point in your campaigns.
I'm only seeing the drop
With
so
this
far.
map, we see prospectors explore a remote island far off the coast from Bright Sands. Originally discovered and exploited by Korolev years before the cycle hit, it hosts a number of abandoned faction bases, lush ravines, alien progenitor artifacts, and a labyrinthian cave system, large parts of which no faction or human ever even reached. Those who went too deep either lost their lives or came back mad. Now, 30 years later, you're invited to be among the first prospectors to uncover the secrets of Theris Island and go deeper than any human before you. Compared to previous maps, Theris
Bro,
Island
this looks...
larger focus
Wait, there's
on
maps like
experience,
Tarkov style?
light
That's so
darkness,
cool. Victor, we gotta play this game.
and
This looks
hidden
very
its
fun.
depths, a new in-match activity, which I don't want to spoil, but rather let players find, interact with, and ultimately.
And if you can
figure
have a
out
team
how it
as two,
works
just
on the go.
choose. No problem, you know?
What we can say about the new activity, however, is that it in some way relates to combinations of perks being added to gear. This would have several impacts on the game, including having the best of an item within its category is no longer about just one thing. For example, having the best armor in the game won't just be about damage mitigation.
That's so nice.
Additionally, you'll be wanting to try to get your favorite combinations of perks, but also the highest
Oh, that's so
stats of those
exciting.
perks on your favorite items. That's all we're gonna share for now.
So you want some
as we wanna
RNG,
leave the
you need some
actual
god rolls?
discovery
They're adding god
to
rolls? Is that what they're
the
adding?
community.
Essentially?
With Season 2, we're also adding new campaign missions. Theris Island is unlocked by progressing in the existing campaigns, but we're also adding new branches for each faction that guide you
Ah,
through
we
the map,
totally could do threes, Stellar.
more and more challenging
Plus, I have pretty good aim. I'll play some...
Each faction has their own
My aim's
reason
not
for
bad.
being interested in Theris Island.
I had to warm up a little
It's
bit.
terrible.
Explore those as you
Yeah,
uncover the
he's not
history and
wrong.
secrets of its underground tunnels. We're also going back and iterating on the main campaigns,
I
adding
want to play
variety with new
VR
mission
at
types
least in
and
VR.
conditions.
My aim is better.
What we want to
You
be
gotta
is
use
a
your
game
real
that
mouse.
allows you to overcome increasingly difficult and
Yeah.
different types of challenges, rather than grind over repetitive tasks that you've already mastered, and we'll be improving this over time.
It almost looks a
With
bit
the new
like a
season
Starmancer core.
comes a brand new season pass. We hope to take what we've learned from Season 1 and deliver an improved Season 2 pass with more unique cosmetics to unlock, more relevant gameplay rewards, and better balanced progression.
Is this a Swedish company?
With Season 2, we are finally adding a much requested feature,
I don't
the
know.
ability
I
to
don't know if
reconnect
it's
to a
Swedish
server
company.
without losing your gear, if you were to for any reason get disconnected or crash from the
Do you
game.
think the guy kind of sounds like he has a Swedish accent?
We know that this has been requested by a lot of you,
Oh, we don't have
and
the
while it
volume.
took some time,
high.
Mm.
we're happy to finally be adding it to the game. We're adding some pretty big pieces of content with Season 2, but we're also improving the core game, and here our number one priority is anti-cheat.
Yeah, definitely sounds like
Yeah.
We don't want to
Scandinavian.
be a
Yeah.
game where your experience is regularly damaged
Maybe
by cheaters,
Netherlands or something.
and this is an ongoing fight. I don't want to give too much detail away here, but with the major season patch,
This
comes
game looks
big
really
updates and
cool.
tweaks to our anti-cheat measures that overall should result in cheating being
Like the maps look
difficult
really, really fun. It's like a
annoying,
it's more of a
and
sci-fi
costly to do than
game
in
like
Season
this.
1.
It's very, very fun.
We hope that these updates, together with the recently added compensation system, result in significantly less cheating overall, but also that it's less damaging to your experience when it does happen. We're also working on implementing ping restrictions, which will limit the ability to hop on servers outside of your intended region.
And again, Stellar,
hope
I'll
that this will
totally
lead
team
to
up with you and play this game.
Less laggy players.
I'm
on
very
the
busy. I
network,
got 2 kids though.
and
so I'm
added
like
difficulty for
don't rely
cheaters
on me.
to make the lives of law-abiding prospectors harder on whatever region they please. This is a feature we hope to add to the game soon after.
I love PvEVP, Victor, because it lets
Note
like
that
you
social
and me
gaming
play
is
together and
not
both have fun.
friends from outside of your own region.
Yeah.
We're also doing a number of fixes and quality of life improvements, such as sorting in the cell screen or showing stack sizes.
Using the guns is kind of feels cheap
You
or
can
feels
expect
light.
more quality of life
Doesn't feel
improvements
heavy.
to be
So they don't have
implemented
quite the
as
impact. That's
seasons
okay though.
line,
I don't
including
mind.
Things like the ability to bookmark and track recipes or bulk
That gives
buying
it more of a
product
sci-fi feel
options.
anyway.
When it comes to balancing, there are a number of things we want
Could just be that weapon, though, that does.
The main one being,
Yeah, it seems to be some kind
while
of
we
engine
want
based.
low-tier players
Yeah.
to be able to take down a well-equipped player if they play smart and skillfully, we also want each step in armor tiers to actually matter. We feel that this has
Are there seasons in this game, Stellar? Like where like a reset? I mean, I saw there's seasons, but does your character reset?
As always, keep the
Because
feedback
it's a,
and
if there
balance
are,
in
it's a good
mind
starting
and see it as
point.
a
You know, if
constant
people
dialogue
reset.
with our players. Those are the main additions and changes.
I like this style of video, Victor. We should do this style of video.
To not give too much away.
What do you
some of the
think?
features
Just
were
the way
just
this video
added
is working? Just like
in
the
upcoming
way
seasons.
they just show footage and talk about it, and it's very easy editing. I think we should do something like this for Starmancer when the Wilderness comes out.
The Howler, a flying mini
What do you
that
think?
roams Fortuna 3.
Because it seems good, like we can talk about, I can talk about different points and show off the gameplay as B-roll footage, you know,
New
and
maps that showcase wilder parts of Fortuna 3.
less than a month we should
Further
totally start
PvE
playing.
enemies, as well as new dungeons, clan systems, and more.
Clan
Don't
systems would be
hesitate to let
sick.
us know in chat what features you'd like to see next and why.
It was a very cool idea for a game. I hope the game's fun. Sometimes, you know.
That's all for now. We can't wait to start exploring the depths of Tharis Island together with you on September 28th.
That's pretty cool. The Psycho Frontier, Frontier. Oh, it's free to play, Victor. Do you know that? Do you know what that means? That means I'm just going to download it right now. You know what game is really good too, Stellar? Is Planet Side. Like, I love Planet Side so much. Planet Side 2 specifically. I never played Planet Side 1. The Psycho Frontier. It's 30 gigs. I don't care. The stream will be fine in the meantime. The stream's tough. Oh, dude, PS Planet Side 2 is, oh man, it's so fun. Oh, I love those type of games, dude. Just trying to get my audio better. Mute stream. All right. Yeah, the performance can be bad in large battles. But luckily, I think less people play now. Although I think it might be having a bit of a resurgence in players. Because they've been adding new content, I think, since... I don't think Daybreak owns it anymore. I think they sold it or something. Maybe Daybreak doesn't exist anymore. I don't think Daybreak exists anymore. Because they had, like, the big ships. I don't remember what they're called. Like, the big capital sort of carrier ships. Relatively recently, within the last 2 years. And for that game, that's kind of a lot. Because the game's not very popular. Or the game is kind of old, I mean. Two minutes remaining on the Psycho Frontier, Victor. My eye's so itchy. Oh, gosh. You son of a bitch. You sick son of a gun. You sick bastard. Okay, 2 of 5 dimensional spark opponent. I'll make you do nothing instead. There's something else it's doing then. We're going right back to the code one last time. And we gotta do... I'm just gonna make sure this guy literally does nothing. Oh, I see as well. This is what's causing the issues. This one. What does this guy do? On sprite change. I see. It can't be the sprite renderer component. This charge of flipping the thing, is it? It perhaps is though. On sprite face changed. Probably here. And here. And here. And here. Okay. So definitely can't have a 2x5 dimensional sprite. Definitely can't have this at all. Okay. 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 I don't think this will work either, but it might. This is gonna break. I'm just gonna literally hacking everything away. Like I'm at a point where I know that it's going to work. I'm just hacking things for no reason now. So I perhaps should stop doing that. Because I just need 2 things. Okay. 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 Yeah, definitely still there. Oh, that is a sad day. I didn't really have any new gameplay to show off this week anyway, so implementing it like this is no problem. I think, okay. I might not be streaming next week, but I think I am. Because it's Graham's birthday, my son's birthday. His 4th birthday. He'll turn 4 years old. Very exciting. Next Friday, the 16th. And so we might be doing something for his birthday. We're getting an Airbnb for his birthday with a nice little cabin in the woods, which should be fun. But I don't know if I'll be streaming because of that. I might not be. I think I am, though. So I don't think, I don't think we're leaving until the, afternoon, so. By the way, there's a chance that when I press play, there's going to be no colonists. They won't have any sprites or something. It's going to be weird. Because I literally disabled the sprite, how the sprite renderer component works, so. Dude, the Cycle Frontier is almost ready. It's ready. Learning new games is always such a chore, though, you know? Because you gotta, like, put so much effort into understanding them before you can play. What's the performance like? Probably not the best, is my guess. Oh, this doesn't have an offset still. That's no problem. Bob, boy, Bob, up and down. Okay. 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 That'll work. I have to undo all my things real quick. That's what I'm currently doing. Zoop, zoop. And one last thing that I need to do is I need to revert the entities. And do I really think that streaming, Victor, is just so invaluable? Just having to sit and play the game and talk about the game, express your ideas and articulate your ideas. I think it's very, 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 very beneficial. And we're back. And we're back. Alright, you know what? This is a logical stopping place, actually. We're playing the new game, Victor. That's how we're doing. Right quick. We're gonna check it out. And then I'm ending stream after we check it out. After I check it out, rather. So I have to eat soon. That's what we're doing. It'll be very exciting. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. And then the stream's ending. So what we're going to do. The Starmancer part is concluded. We still don't know when the Wilderness update's coming out. I would suspect Like 3 months or something. I don't know. It's hard to guess these things. It's pretty close though. There's things we got to do before we can release it, you know, like the Steam page. BattleEye is an anti-cheat software. I have to restart my computer probably, right? Right? Before I can play. So then I probably can't play right now. It's no problem. I won't play right now. I'll just install it. So people freak out about things like BattleEye and like Valorant's anti-cheat, but I don't see why people freak out so much. Like, you can either choose to trust the company or not, and also don't keep so many crazy things on your computer. You don't have to keep things in your computer that are going to compromise your life. Oh, maybe it will play. Is it going to play? Is it going to work?
Decades ago, we settled on Fortuna 3. And for a while, this frontier world was paradise. We mined its vast resources in the shadow of ancient ruins. Then, one day, the planet turned on us, with freak storms forcing us to evacuate the colony. With the surface lost, we set up base on Prospect Station, orbiting the deadly planet. It's where we train, arm ourselves, gear up for the next drop. It's home. My name's Badam.
My name's Badam. I run things here.
You want to be a prospector. I've seen all types try their luck on the surface. Some are relentless, stopping at nothing and risking it all. Others are the more furtive sort, using stealth and caution to beat the odds.
Oh my god, this wet wipe smells like butt.
Sharing the loot, never leaving anyone behind. And of course, they're the hunters, preying on other prospectors and taking them all. Skill might keep you alive, but you'll need more than that to thrive on Fortuna 3. In the end, anything goes in the hunt for fame and fortune. Welcome to the frontier.
Welcome to the frontier. Yeah, I accept. Sure. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna... Oh, I see. I took this up victim doing the tutorial. Tutorial always good. We'll do that. Is this how you spawn, presumably?
Welcome to Fortuna 3. Well, a decent simulation of it anyways. This sim will let you get acquainted with the surface risk-free. As a prospector, you'll spend your days scavenging through Fortuna 3's old colony sites for resources, retrieve exotic samples, or just shoot up some aliens. Whatever the factions pay you to do, really. Oh, and then evac off the surface. That's an important step. There should be some striders in the area. Go take them out.
There should be some cunt and kill a strider. Okay. Is there movement in this game? Like, can I crouch? Yeah. Can I slide? Kind of. Is there prone? I think you can kind of crouch. I'm all out of stamina. Are there skills? Like a stamina skill? Because that'd be fun. I assume I don't need to sneak up on this guy or nothing like that. I could probably blast him in the head, so.
Careful with these guys. Their hides are soft, but they pack a mean bite. And there's never just one.
Is it right there? Ah! What is it? I can hear it. I see.
Here's the rub. Rule of law doesn't
I
apply
want my
down
ADS
there.
to be a toggle
It's not
instead of a
just the
hold.
local creatures that'll be after you. If you get taken out, your suit will keep you and whatever's in your safe pockets in one piece, ready for rescue. But your gear and bag, that'll belong to someone else. Looks like you're
Sprint,
wounded.
crouch,
Try
crouch
using
control.
a stim to heal up. You'll want to carry consumable items like that in your bag. That'll improve your chances down there. Now let's see you try some actual prospect. Equip your scanner and look around for minerals.
Equip your scanner. Is this a mineral? Are these? Oh, is that a mineral? Are those minerals? Are those minerals? There's so many minerals. Is it this stuff? I'm gonna go to this one. Are they static spawn spots that you'll know eventually? Or at that. That's mineral. Wasn't it Q?
Time for some
I
honest
see.
hard
Hold
work.
Q. Pickaxe.
Use your pickaxe to
This is
crack
the
that
mineral?
rock open with the trigger.
Whoa. Isn't the game in Unity? It looks like a Unity game. How do I get the minerals? Like, are these just the minerals? Are these it? Is this what it wants me to get?
Prospectors need to know how to organize their bag. Always know what you got on you and what you can carry.
Press I.
Pay attention to your safe pockets. When on the real Fortuna, whatever you put in there, you bring back home. Even if you don't make it back in one piece.
Safe pocket. Okay. Just like Tarkov. This game is basically
Alright, you got
Tarkov, Victor.
something worth bringing back to the station. Let's look into getting you off the planet.
Let's
Open
look
your
to getting
map
you
to
off
find
the planet.
available evac points.
Oh, there's a map? That sounds nice.
Getting off Fortuna 3 is simple in theory.
Can I mark
Head to
something?
an evac zone, call down a ship, hop on when it lands, and you're
Northeast.
done. In practice, that ship will attract unwanted attention.
Oh, okay.
Always keep an eye out for rival prospectors.
Always keep a thing out for rival prospectors. Always keep a lookout for rival prospectors. Okay. Boo 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 boo. There's an animal somewhere. Goodbye. Press Y. Okay. Have to wait for the
You'll
evac.
need to be extra careful if
Yeah.
you're still down there when a storm kicks up. No pilot's gonna risk flying their evac ship through that hell just for you.
Where? Oh, what's this? If I right click? If I left click, what happens? So I right click it? Okay. And we're gonna go up here while we wait. 'Cause I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Is there fall damage in this game? Probably, right? Can't imagine there's not fall damage.
Your ride's here. Gonna leave without you, so you best get in quick.
There is fall damage in this game, Victor. And you have to wait for it to depart? That's kind of spooky. I did it. It's that simple, boys and girls. I feel like what I need is a tutorial for everything else. Ooh. I'm a prospector. Not that many choices. I'm going Asian.
So, you're the new arrival.
Station looks cool. This looks kind of fun. The Lucky Leafman
So you
Bar.
want to be a prospector? Well, first things first.
Oh my
Head to
gosh,
the
there's so
faction
much.
HQs. They'll give you some work
I hate when
to
you first start playing a game and you just gotta do all the tutorials first. And you're like, I just wanted to see what it's like, you know?
Ah, a new prospector. Come to work
Okay.
with Korolev, huh?
Korolev are the industry guys. They keep the station powered
Deliver
and the
nickel.
factories running.
Okay.
They put jobs out for raw materials and old
These are
machinery.
quests.
Their
These are like
gear's
daily
nothing
quests,
fancy,
perhaps,
but it
something like that,
always
maybe.
works and packs a punch.
If this game could be a little Destiny-esque in terms of the daily loop, that'd be really fun. Because Destiny has a really good, I think, daily and weekly loop. For casual, at least.
Welcome to the ICA.
I have to buy these?
Working with us keeps the
Oh,
station going.
I can't get them right now, is
The
that it?
Independent Civilian Advisory.
No? This is wrong? Your civic
Their
duty?
job is to keep the station and everyone on it
I
alive.
talked to the wrong person, perhaps?
So yours is to get them whatever they
Or
ask
maybe
for.
just something else happened?
ICA's gear's almost all designed and built on
Perhaps
the
a bug?
station. Point of pride here. It's good stuff. Well
Or just user error?
Another prospector?
Accepting.
Osiris always needs more people in the
Okay.
field.
Osiris are only here to research all the weird stuff on the surface.
I did it.
They'll have you hunting down alien beasts one day and picking pretty flowers the next. High tech is their game. Top of the line.
Top of the line.
Over specialized and fiddly, if you ask me. You'll need some gear before dropping down if you plan to survive. I'll get you started with some spares.
I'll
Back
get you
to the
started
bar.
with some spares. Talk to Badam and claim your welcome package. That's me. That's what I gotta do right now, right? Claim my welcome package. Okay. Talking to Badam. Hitting it with it. Go, 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 go. Welcome. Claim. Claimed. Granted.
All that free
Okay, what
gear
do I...
won't help if it's not equipped.
All of it?
Your inventory to check
Did I
your
just get
load.
all of that?
Your
Or
safe
just...
pockets won't be able to carry
You
all
die a
of
lot,
it.
huh?
Equip a backpack.
If you're giving me this much, that's not a good sign. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a backpack.
Good. You don't want to go down there unarmed. Pick a weapon to equip.
Okay.
Now, remember to take some ammo.
But we need
Make sure
ammo.
it fits the gun you choose. Light, medium, shotgun. You get the idea. A quick grenade throw or emergency health stem could make all the difference. Shields are a necessity.
Can I put things in my
Unless
safe
you're one of
pockets
those
and still
crazy
use them?
scavengers that drop down near naked.
Oh my god, this only accepts 5 pounds? Oh, that's a really nice system, isn't it? There's a weight to things. Interesting. So you can't cheese it too much. What's this one? Shield, maybe? And that's helmet, perhaps? Drag a shield.
Your head makes for a pretty target down there, so don't
And
forget
head.
a helmet. A mineral scanner will help you find valuable
Oh my god, so many things.
Must have for any
I need so many
real
things.
prospector. Okay, you're all set.
Oh gosh.
Head to the launch terminal. From
Okay.
there, you can start your
I have
first
one...
job. On
Is
to
that enough
Fortuna
ammo?
3.
You know?
You may want to insure some of your gear. You
I
won't
need
get
to
the full
change
value
tab
back,
to
but it
something
beats
else. What
nothing
is
if
their
you get
tab? It's a
knocked
weird
out.
button. My tab should be my inventory screen, I think, instead. So I'm going to do real quick. My keybinds. I'm going to change inventory to tab. Inventory is going to... No, it is tab? Oh, this is just the inventory button. If I press M right now, or I rather, this absolutely is not my inventory. Like... Maybe it works anyway once I go to the surface. Okay. Continue without. Without what? Ah, this is insurance, I see. Do I need to insure this stuff? Probably not, right? It's probably pretty basic to get this stuff. I'm just not going to salvage it. I figure this is starting stuff. It's no problem, you know? I'm out of coffee. It's so sad. Windows Firewall. Allow access. I can't be playing yet, right? So it just launched. I don't even remember what to do in this game, if I'm being honest with you. I know there's minerals. Somewhere. There's an evac point in the southwest. Okay. If I equip my mineral scanner. can perhaps scan. How loud are you when you walk around? Is it like loud where it's like, ooh? This one's so close. Item detected. Ooh. 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 He said it'll crumble if I grab all of it, so is there like more that I haven't gotten necessarily, or have I just gotten all of it? He said something about the rock would crumble. Oh, salvage items that don't get looted are returned to you? Okay. So it doesn't cost anything if they don't get looted, and they probably won't get looted because they're starting stuff? Okay. Like, is this one done? Like, is this done? Like, is there more stuff there? I don't, you know? I'm just figuring out how this works. I swear this hurt somebody. Am I some sort of dumb person? Oh, there's gotta be one here too, right? Is there one right there? Ah, okay. Okay, you're right. You were right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I just didn't get all of them, that's all. Like, is that one right there? What's that? There's another one somewhere, probably? That's the feedback it gives you? Like that, right? Alright, that's cool. That works. V as in Victor is the melee. Victor, are you here?
Yes.
You're so quiet.
Yeah.
That's something, right? No? That's nothing. Okay. The jungle. High danger. Alright. Now I'm expecting to not live through this. So I'm really not going to loot anything. And instead... Also... Is this a special map, you think? Is this a solo map they gave me? Or are there players here? I don't know how much longer I can play Stellar. I have to eat and stuff. Is this a solo map, or is there other players here? Because when I loaded in, it was quite fast. You know, like so fast you think, like, how was it possible to be that fast? There's a loot box or something, right? What's this? Nickel? And you use nickel presumably to craft gear or something? Do you have a base you can upgrade? Like what's the resource sink, I guess, in this game? Is it, like a base? This game looks really cool. Like, this game's right up my alley. This one is looted, so I would suspect that someone's here. Somewhere. Are there only 2 maps right now? There's no problem, just asking. 1 map a season. Do. Okay, there are players. It's just pretty quiet. Now, if I run, are they going to hear me? Do I want to save my stamina for fights? Is that what I want to do, probably? So maybe keep it at about 3/4 full, something like that. If I shoot, they'll notice me. Huh. Okay. That's a lot of ammo. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. This is it for me, huh? I'm gonna get hit in a second. You little punk. Well, this is it. This is it for me, boys and girls. That's it. That's it. I died to the first monsters I saw. I died to the first thing I saw. So, I've lost everything. I've lost everything. Okay. Well, that's the game, boys and girls. I'm not mad that I died. It just seems like... here's the thing, Victor. In the tutorial, maybe I had a good gun
Whoa.
in the tutorial.
That was that dude.
The rock, the thing?
Like the marshmallow man from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah, I don't know. But in the tutorial, those monsters, they died pretty quick. So I was like, okay, these are just trash, you know? I didn't respect them, you know?
Yeah.
But then in this mode, it was like, what? I went to the hard... Sorry, I just said it like that. I went to the hardest mobs in the area. Well, here's the thing, Stellar. I didn't do it on purpose, okay? I didn't know they were the hardest mobs in the area. I just figured they were just trash. Like, I figured everything was trash, and the players... Here's what I assumed. I assumed that the mob's intention, mechanical purpose, was just to be an alarm to other players. To let you know they're there. But largely, you can ignore them, sort of. And maybe you can. I don't know, right? So I just assume they're just bullet sponges, just those alarms. How do I get to this guy? Oh. I thought I would die if I walked in there.
Ah, you're back.
Okay.
Good. I'll mark that as completed then.
I got something.
Right.
I did it. A small backpack, which requires resources. It requires K. I have K. Select the cell tab. I did. Okay. So there's different factions. You sell things to different factions that they do.
Come back to the bar. There's a few more things you should learn.
Alright, how do I deploy again? I've already forgotten where that is. I see. Tab is quick menu only here. There's 18 days left. Is that right? Okay. How do I access my inventory? Is it through here? From anywhere? I'm going to try to do this one more time. And this time I'm going to insure it. And then I'll see what happens, Captain. Gear's probably pretty... Ammo's probably pretty cheap, right? So I probably don't need to worry too much about that. And that's good. Save pockets go back here. What is this? Osiris script? That's something. Am I forgetting anything? I don't need the mineral scanner. I don't really care about that. I do need a pickaxe, though. Because that's not automatic, right? Where is the pickaxe? Do I not have one? Maybe not. Do I have to go buy one? I don't know where I buy one. Where do I get one? Where do I get a pickaxe thing? Over here, maybe? I mean, I could buy it from this thing right here, the Osiris market, but is this like the intended place to buy such a thing? It should be under tools, right? Or perhaps weapons, but I don't see it there either. So you buy better guns here with the K. Okay, that's fun. And probably better armor as well with the same system. But where do I get a pickaxe from? Aw, Discord, that's cute. What's the quick shop? What's that? Is that there for my convenience? 'Cause that sure would be nice. Looks like it might be. Is it under a tool? Okay, where do I get a pickaxe? Do I just not need one? Also need med kits and stuff like that too. Ammo is cost what, 230? Somewhere though, right? I have to get a med kit. I just don't know where. Deploying. Selecting map. So I just insure it like this. Like so. Like so. And it's free. I should have insured my pickaxe, huh? I'll probably play this game more seriously once the new season starts. And then for now, I'll just check it out. Jungle. And all I'm going to do here is I'm going to extract. That's all I'm doing for this. I'm going to be happy if I can just go anywhere. So I'm going to go southeast in about my current heading. And this time I'm just going to extract. Because last time I didn't even do that. So this time I'll be happy if I can just survive. I don't necessarily want to go high, but do I want to go low? Now, what's the aggro range on the enemies? If I hadn't attacked them, would they have attacked me? I'm going to... This is the same spot I was in before. Will it just deploy you on the map at any time? Because, like, it deployed me instantly. There's no way it's instanced. Like, it's like where everyone starts at the same time. But maybe they do. It just, I don't know. I hear things. I don't have any medkits anymore. Because I lost them all. Can I hop up here somehow? Okay, can I not get in through here? That's a melee or something? Can you not get in through here? That's so sad. It totally seems like you're supposed to be able to. Like, you can climb right up to it. Alright, let me just get to the extract. The ship's coming in now. This isn't gear. This is nothing. That's a light. Is that an extract? Is that what that is? It is. That means there's a player there, correct? And I can try to murk him real quick. If I would be so inclined. Right there. He's right there. See him? And then other players as well will be alerted to him. If I land on that ship, can I just get in it? Will he kill me if I run up here? He has no reason to not do that, right? He has no reason to not kill me, right? I just didn't know what would happen, and I figured, okay, this is a spot. I don't have anything. I'm just going to get it back, so he's not going to take my basic stuff, right? Do I even need ammo? I don't need to bring ammo, right? So realistically, can I even kill people if I don't upgrade my weapons? Like, realistically. Like, how much effort do I need to put in to kill?
Good job handling that. Come back to the bar. There's a few more things you should.
Like, how much effort do I need to put into killing a player who's higher level than me? SMG, shotgun, pistol, SMG, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I guess the SMG, but it's like, you know... I guess. Now, what's this ammo type? How do I easily find it? Is there a way that I can easily just, like, find something's ammo type? Okay, so I do need ammo, though. I see. Without ammo, you just have no ammo. So it's 250 bullets, so you do need ammo. So ammo is going to be the one thing that you're going to lose all the time. Deploying. Selecting map. We're going to do one more. Oh, I see. It's gear salvage. What does that mean? Oh, I'm doing a different thing. Does it describe what this is? I see. Oh, okay. So what's the difference? Insurance taking it back all the time? Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna sneeze. I need Arium or something like that. What is that? Or Aurum? Or is this it? Aurum? That's this resource? Oh, I see. So if I go in naked, is that just kind of pointless? Is it even worth going in naked? You know? Like maybe you just die instantly if you go in naked and like don't even bother, you know? Or just going with just a pistol right quick. Pistol ammo, pistol ammo, pistol ammo, pistol. Do I not have any pistol ammo? Fine. I have SMG ammo though. Don't I? Oh. Oh, I see. I need a backpack. Backpack. I wish you didn't need a backpack. It's kind of silly that you do. Maybe it's not though. Alright, Victor. This is my last mode. And this time, I might even extract.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you. But see, I would hate if the people are just bullet sponges at higher levels, because that's not as fun. Okay. Head this way. We're just going to extract. Just practicing extracting. Because if you can't extract, you know, what good is getting other stuff? And on our way, we can go to loot spots. Like, is this a loot spot? No, it's not. Just a crate. Okay. Is this a loot spot? It is. It's a dumpster. So, for example, we can get this. Okay. That's worth some amount of money. Ball bearings, right? I don't know how much money it's worth. And presumably, if you can just get a couple things in that pouch, right? 5 pounds of things, maybe you can make your trip always worth it if you go with the minimal loadout. Might be good for practicing, but I don't know. I've never played this game. Now again, I'm trying to look for this. What's that? That is a little dude. Oh, do you just always have a pickaxe? You don't have to buy a new one? Okay. That's good to know, I guess, isn't it? And binos, too? Well, that's for marking players, probably. That's kind of cool. I see, I see. And a flashlight. All very fun. All somewhat interesting. Bad place to crouch. I'm gonna go to the warp facility directly ahead. Again, if I see anybody, they're gonna kill me immediately. I just don't see any way that I could fight them. I don't have any armor, and I have a pistol. which is presumably the worst gun in the game. But what's this? Is this something? Like, what did I just... What is this? What is this? Can I shoot it and blow it up? I don't know. I don't know what I just grabbed. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no, this is happening. It's happening again, Victor. Victor, it's happening again. Let's see how good their pathfinding is. Oh, no. Tunneling. Alright, we're going to go around the water facility to the other side. They must leash at some point, right? But maybe not. Also, in naked runs, as long as it's pretty easy to go profitable, and maybe it's not, then it should be no problem to make money in this game, because you just do a couple runs. If you die, you know, in half of them, maybe you only need it so that, like, maybe you only need to make money in 1 or 4. You know what I mean? Okay. The evac points are kind of hard for me to find, but I'm sure that once you play the game, it's no problem. You'll just know the map backwards and forwards. That is a mob. I need to go forward and to the right slightly. I hope if I shoot that guy in the green, he explodes. That's a cool noise. So do you have to survive in the dropship? Can they attack the dropship if you're in it? Because... that's kind of spooky if that's the case, isn't it? Over here, this is looted, I believe. I believe that's looted, right? So this means we need to go over here, up here, press Y. Okay. 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 The evac ship goes where exactly? This has been looted already? Is this the evac ship right here? This is where it lands? Right there. So spooky. It's so spooky, these games, dude. They're so intense. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God, Victor. Woo! It's coming in, Victor. The ship's coming in. They can kill me if I'm in it, right? So, should I wait slightly?
You have to wait until it flies away.
I don't know. I see. I see. As soon as you get in, it starts the takeoff process. As soon as the whole party gets in, it starts the takeoff process, I imagine. That's fun. So there you go. It's pretty quick. So it's the point where, like, if they stay, you really can't get in their evac ship. It doesn't work like that. Loot value is approximately 1,900. So I got 1,900 worth of loot. Let's see how much stuff costs. Because I didn't try that hard to get loot, you know?
Alright, good job handling that.
Let me go to the
Come
quick
back
shop.
to the bar. There's a few more things you should learn.
So how much did I say I got, Victor? 1,900?
Yeah.
Okay, 1,900 will pay for some stuff. It'll pay for a good amount of ammo. That's no problem. It'll pay for armor. Costs 450. How do you get better stuff? That must be at the faction vendors, right? I have a hard time remembering where the faction vendors are. Because it's new.
There was some guns that were locked based on level or something.
Yes, at the faction vendors, yep. Which is what I'm coming to now. But I was looking for armor. I was like, because is there better armor? Or is just one type of armor? And attachments for your guns. So maybe your guns need attachments to be effective as well. Are there attachment slots on every gun? There are. And what sort of attachments are there? So I think if you sell to a vendor, you probably raise rep, but you get tokens that can only be exchanged at that vendor. I am playing the Cycle Frontier. It's free to play. It's like Tarkov. It's pretty fun. Stellar was just one of the viewers was tell me about it. Attachments are pretty cheap too, it looks like. Okay. This game looks like it could be worth the investment, you know? Could be fun. I like the graphic style too. It looks cool. I need to sell my stuff at some point, huh? Cool. That's fun. Fun. But Blue Pine Cone, you came here at the end. The very, very end. Victor says, I want to be able to flush down colonists here in the return of the core. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Victor. Yeah, see the core like that looks fine, doesn't it? Looks pretty cool like that, right? Looks perfect almost, doesn't it? Yeah, it's no problem. Also, for portability purposes, or something like that, the incubation tank could still be its own entity. That you click on. That you click on, it has an independent window that you click on. Just like the analyzer is an independent window. Because then it could actually get up and running almost instantly. Like we wouldn't need to make a separate object window. I mean, it could get up in, you know, as soon as it gets moved, basically. The only thing is we have to regenerate the Starmancer core. You have to make a new starting station. Well, you wouldn't have to, but I mean, we couldn't use the current starting station, I don't think. That's a really, really no problem. That's no problem, though. Cool. Cool. All right. I'm ending stream. Thank you for watching. Stream viewers. Content soon.